All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set, ready? 15, line. 15 line. Now! He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Tackles. Leo. No. Slam.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
70, Indy.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check 50. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Now a run with McCaffrey. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. I don't think you got it, son. Good. Move. Watch the end. 25. Check 25. Hey, alert 3. You go check. He's
McCaffrey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Bravo.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, remember, last year in Week 5, Gano was good from 63 away to beat the Giants on the final play. This not as critical of a kick or as long, but also not as successful.
You're exactly right about that. I was fortunate enough to be on the call for that game, and me and my crew, we got to see him. When they lined up, we thought, that's a long way. We know he's got a big leg, and then he hammered it. Probably would have been good up to about 70 yards. And after the game, the head coach, Ron Rivera, told the media that his special teams coach had told him, hey, he's good up to 65, coach. And each game, that's what the special teams coach does. Evaluates the distance, lets the head coach know.
Yeah, no doubt he's got the leg, but this time couldn't put it through. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Ready, 50, plant. Watch the run.
Ito Smith, his first carry, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
25, 21. Let's go. 64, weak. Check. Hey, Tuesday. Ready, set.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Focus, defense, focus. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. There you go. Ready.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Panthers.
Come on, set, 8, read.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 all. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Check pass, check pass.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That'll be taken in by Anderson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let him know, let him know. Hey.
Look at me. Door.
Jim. Kill.
Rock it. Snap.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check.
To throw again, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, Zoo.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Complete. Richardson has it. And some room to maneuver. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
22. Let him go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Terry. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ready, be ready. Be ready. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't see me in your eyes.
Now Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Sam, I got motion man. Me, I got this.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He's going to loft one deep left side, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
It's a game of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Panthers, DJ Moore. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Second down, it's Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Ready. 70, Indy. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Undercrush. Roll out. Check. Fresno. Check 26. Switch.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd and 14. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, wahoo. 45. Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Now,
back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Here's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's got some space here. A big play there from McCaffrey. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
It's a quarterback sneak. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
That's good for Falcons. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Check 3, check 3.
21.
From the gun, Ryan. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Throwing again, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan will throw again. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We own it. We own it. Go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike 5-4. Watch the run.
Hey, one set. Check. Wait. Mike 54.
Right there.
Hey. Mike 7. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some. Ready to go.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
I know he ain't.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. High throw, but he makes the catch. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Protein spill.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
This is McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
45. Mike, 45. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
6-6. Pull it high. Watch that. Hey, seam 6. Get it.
Off play action. Lawrence. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Check 13. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Watch out. Let me see one.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Terry. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Nifty move. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Robbie Anderson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
59, ready. Go ready. And 51. Ready, set.
Gurley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Ready, 25. 58, right there. 6 man. Check. Get up.
One last shot for Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage.